Good afternoon. Today's lecture is about different languages spoken in the United States. The Modern Language Association has put together data on the number of speakers and the location of 30 most commonly spoken English in the United States. Let me first explain how the information was gathered. The data come from U.S. Census information. In addition to the usual census questions about number of family members and age, people were asked about language. If a language other than language was spoken at home, if a student was there, then the person was asked to name a language. You might be surprised how many different languages was reported. 300. Yes, 300 different languages are spoken in the United States. The Modern Language Association focuses on the 30 most common languages. Of course, English is number one language, Spanish is the second most common, Chinese is the third, and French is the fourth. Now, the Modern Language Association put all this information together in different ways. So, for example, you can look at a particular language, let's say Korean, and see how many speakers are there throughout the United States. There are almost 900,000 Korean speakers in the United States. Then you can see how much that compared to the total number of speaker of language other than English. So the people who speak on a language, 2% is Korean speaker. And it's also possible to see how many Korean speakers there are in different areas. Two main areas concentration are Southern California and Golden State. Now, another way you can look at if information is starting with a place, the entire United States, a state, a country, and a city. For example, look at the state of Texas. In Texas, English is spoken at home by just 68% of people. Of the people who speak another language, 98% speak Spanish, only 1 or 2% of other languages. For example, looking at the state of New York. In New York, a little over 72% of people speak English at home. Of the speaker of other languages, 49% speak Spanish, and then 8% speak Chinese, 6% speak Italian, and 4% speak Russian, and 4% speak French. So you can see that there are a lot of Spanish speakers in New York. There are also other languages, more than so. Okay, so there are different ways to look at this data. Let's talk about possible way to this demographic could be used or what is important. I think I'd like to open this up for discussion. Do you have any ideas? Yes, in the front row. I think it could be important for educational purposes. So many people know what kinds of classes might be ending in the school and things like that. And I think it's also important to understand the cultural makeup of the United States. Yes, definitely. Anyone else? Yes. Is it also important to be aware of possible language change? If one language is being used less or more than over time? Yes, absolutely. Of course, we're out of time. We're going to talk about language change next week. Okay, we'll discuss it more then.